It's your girl Shamika with For God's Glory. Thank you so much for visiting my page for another segment of, you know what's coming, Tasty Thursday, yeah! I'm kind of channeling Jeannie Mai from The Real when she goes, fake it or take it! That's the kind of energy I feel for today. I'm super excited. So you guys are in for a treat because today we are making a raw, vegan, gluten-free strawberry cheesecake. Doesn't that just sound so yummy? I'm sure there's some of you out there who are making your face right now. I know it. You're probably like, I need dairy. I need dairy. But you really don't. You'll find out that you don't. There are lots of recipes out there. If you tried it without knowing what was in it, you'd be like, this is good. And then, of course, once you knew there was none, all of a sudden all of a sudden that taste is good. Because, with us, it's a mental thing. Little example. I was in the grocery store the other day buying the ingredients, and one of the ingredients calls for pitted dates. And when the cashier saw them, she was like, dates, I love dates. And I was like, oh, this is from my raw vegan cheesecake. And she was like her face literally was like, for the rest of the time, I was like, don't knock it till you try it, girl. But she was like, but what's supposed to be the filling? What's the cheese? Like, she was mad confused. But you're going to see I'm going to be using some ingredients to give that same cheese type of filling. And it's going to be so good. This is actually my first time making it. But I'm super positive and excited for it. And I hope you guys are too. All right, so let's get started, shall we? Alright guys, so these are the ingredients for the raw vegan strawberry gluten-free cheesecake. Yes. Alright, so we'll go one by one. So, to start off, for the crust, we need a cup of macadamia nuts, a cup of cashews, and a cup of pitted dates. Unfortunately, I could not find macadamia nuts anywhere. So when I did some research, they said that walnuts was a good substitute. So there's the cup of walnuts, cup of cashews, and the pitted dates. So this is for the crust. For the filling, quote unquote, the cheese, we have to have 2 cups of cashews that are soaked for at least an hour. That's right there. So they've definitely been soaking. And there's my strainer. So that's why that's sitting there. We also have to juice 2 lemons and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, which is right there in the little bottle, and a half a cup of date honey or maple syrup. I chose maple syrup. So that's for the filling. For the topping, we need another cup of cashews soaked for at least an hour. So what I did was I just put 3 cups in there soaked, and I'll measure it out later. We also need 1.5 cups of whole strawberries. There we go, right there. Then we have to juice half a lemon. So there's the 2, and then I'm going to juice half of that. And then 2 to 4 tablespoons of the maple syrup or the date honey. And then for decoration, we're going to slice up some strawberries. So I just have a little cup of some strawberries for that for later. All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, so first we're going to grease the pan. I'm using coconut oil. This is a trick I've learned from my grandma. We usually use like a paper towel. We dip it in. So this is the coconut oil. Dip it in. And just grease it like that. Make sure you get it all so that nothing sticks. Okay, so we're actually about to start making the crust. And I'm going to be doing a lot of this one-handed, so please bear with me. Thank you. To blend all of the ingredients for the crust, we're going to start with the macadamia nuts or walnuts. Right there. And I'm just going to put them in by hand because I told you guys I'm doing this all one-handed. Please bear with me. All right, and then we're going to put in the cashews. And now we're going to put in the pitted dates. All right, there we have it. So now I'm going to blend this into it's a nice sticky dough. All right, guys, so here we have it. Here are the cashews, the walnuts or macadamia nuts, and our pitted dates all blended together. So just to reiterate, You were supposed to add those ingredients to the food processor and process on the S blade until a sticky dough has formed. In my case, because I did not have a food processor, I used a blender. They suggest just pulsing it. So here's the mixture. I want to show it to you guys before putting it in the pan. Once it's in the pan, we are going to put it in the freezer and then start to make the filling. Alright guys, so here's the mixture in the greased pan. I'm going to pop it in the freezer and let's get started on the filling. Alright, so now we're going to take those pre-soaked cashews from earlier, 2 cups, and we're going to put it in the blender. So here's the cup. My hands are washed, folks, so don't fret. Remember, I'm doing this all one-handed. Getting pretty good at this. Alright, so now we're going to take the maple syrup and pour it in here. The 2 squeezed lemons, pour that in there. And then the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Alright, and now we're going to blend it until smooth. Alright, time to blend. I'm going to put on high. Alright, there it is, all smooth. I'm going to add it now to the crust. Alright, so here's the mixture on top of our crust. So now we have 2 layers right now. There. Not sure if you can see that. Alright, so now, and what you do with that is after you put on top of the crust, you use a spatula to flatten it down. And now we're going to put it in the freezer and let it set firmly while we make the topping. Hey guys, so while I'm waiting for the filling and the crust to, solidify a little bit, I decided to just cut up the strawberries in the meantime for the decoration for later on. We are almost there. Look at that glistening strawberry. Look at those glistening strawberries. Yes, yes, yes. Hey guys, I know you missed my face. It's been a while, right? I know, it's a lengthy process here for this cheesecake, but I have to say it's going to be so worth it in the end. I had a few tasters and it really was good. So just waiting a little bit for everything to solidify, like I just said, and I'm going to show you shortly the topping on top before I put it in the freezer. And then we're just going to have to wait. Just going to have to wait a little bit, just a little bit. I know. You can just taste it, can't you? I know, me too. Although I did just have a little taste. All right, so, okay, be patient. Patience is a virtue. Almost there, almost there. All right, so now we're going to make the topping while the filling and the crust is in the freezer setting firmly. All right, so we're going to take that last cup of pre-soaked cashews and place it in the blender yet again. Then we're going to put the 1½ cup of strawberries in. Then the half squeezed lemon. And then they said you got 2 to 4 tablespoons of the date honey or the maple syrup. So since it's 2 to 4, I went right in the middle and did 3. So we have that. All right, now it's time to blend until it's smooth. All right, guys, so this is the topping. The cashews, the strawberries, the maple syrup, the lemon. Yes, it has like a nice light rosy pink color. Now I'm just still waiting for the crust and the filling just to solidify a little bit longer, and then I'm going to put the topping on top. Then I'm going to leave it in the freezer until it's firm. It has to be completely firm. And then I'll be back and we'll decorate the beautiful cheesecake with the strawberries, yes. And then soon we'll be able to try it. I know you guys are waiting patiently. Soon come. All right, guys, so here it is. The topping is now on the crust and the filling. Doesn't it look good? Yes. See if you can see the layers. Kind of, sort of. It's 3 layers. Alright, so I'm going to freeze this now and make sure it's nice and firm. And then in another hour or so, I'm going to check it. I'm going to put those strawberries on that you saw earlier, and then I'm going to try it. We're almost there, folks, almost there. Alright guys, so it has firmed up nicely in the freezer. Here are the strawberries. So now I'm going to let you guys watch me decorate just a few. And then we're going to try it soon. So, you know, just place it on there as you like. I'm going to kind of just go around in a circle. See how many I have left. And then, you know, start filling in the spaces. And look at this, it looks so pretty. I can't wait to try it. Alright guys, so here it is. Here is the raw, vegan, gluten-free strawberries cheesecake. Yeah. Alright, I'm about to bite into it. I can't wait. Alright guys, it's time for the moment we have all been waiting for. The test. Here I go. Oh my gosh. This is really good. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. OMG. Guys, you have to go out there, get the ingredients to make this yourself. You don't even notice that there's no dairy in it. At least I don't. You guys can go make it and let me know. But oh my gosh, this is so good. And the best thing about it is you don't have any feelings of guilt while eating it because everything is so healthy. Like you guys saw what was put in it. OMG. Well, I'm about to finish enjoying this, but I want to thank you all so much for your patience during this recipe. I know this was a little longer than my previous ones, but I love and appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for your support thus far. For those who haven't seen my previous episodes, you know, you got a little bit of time, head on over. Also, please leave me a comment, question. I would love to hear from you. Also, let me know what you guys would like for me to make for future episodes. I was asked to make a spinach and artichoke dip by my cousin, so I believe I'm going to be doing that next week, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week for Tasty Thursday. Have a blessed evening, and thanks again for visiting God's Glory. See you soon.